Alright, welcome back to another episode of Game Crafters, where today we are going to be building a quick little level. I already have an idea on what I want to do with this level specifically, so we're just getting right into it and doing what we can as soon as we can. So if you enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like and subscribe for more. So the level idea that I have in mind is quite simple. It's just a rotating series of enemies going in very specific directions. And essentially it's just spirals, right? Spirals seems like a pretty interesting idea to have in mind, with the enemies going in a circular direction. Several of them, not just one. Definitely a few, but I have to set them up in a very particular manner. Don't know how many of these that they're going to be, though. They can't be the same, though. They gotta be what they need to be. And what some of them needs to be is they need to be open. Most likely, we're gonna have an enemy here as well. And we're probably going to have... See, this is the part that's gonna be a little tricky, is how exactly do we want to have some of this set up. An opening going down to here. There's a few things that I want to do here. But first, let me go grab some game objects. I want ice here, as a mean to kind of just like keep you constricted to one area, basically. Let me see. Like if I were to make it so that the enemies here are going in this direction, then that would mean... I guess technically I would be able to leave this open then. And then have the enemies here go in this direction. That's the trouble when it comes to trying to build levels where it has like several rotational bits here. Because you gotta keep track of like where everything is and make it big enough to where everything is rotating essentially. So like this area, for instance, has a few rotational bits. To where I think we might even just have it do a little plus here, because I think that looks nice. Now, keep in mind, this particular area is, I would say, second level as soon as you get out of the hidden jungle path. And the reason why I'm doing this now instead of anything else at this point in time is just primarily due to everything that's just been going down this week. This week has just been very, well, not week, month, I should say. Last month, the month before, has been very difficult. It's not been a good month. September was a very heavy month, and I've been trying to figure out, like, well, how are the months going to be less heavy? Like, what can we do to make the months less heavy? Right now, I have like a little theoretical system going in my mind right now. That's right, a weight theory. That essentially is just like, how do I put this? Essentially, we have a weight of either 20.5 or 22, depending on what it is I plan on doing. This means that it might take us 22 or so days to get done with what we need to get done with. And I've been pretty generous with a few things to kind of like determine what it is that we need to do. I feel like I should move this down one and just have this be an open space. So that right now is currently what I have going for myself. But yeah. We got ourselves quite a hectic last month. Which is why I'm hoping that this month will be less hectic. That's why I'm building level here instead of doing something else, because I got to this literally the day before. It's 3 a.m., 10/2, the day that this is supposed to come out. Yeah, things have just not been easy. But I am still going. Obviously. Obviously, I'm still going. But of course, if I wasn't still going, we wouldn't be doing good now, would we? Nope, no we wouldn't. Trying to figure. I mean, I guess this could be big. I see no reason for it not to be big. Especially if we want to create, like, certain clearings and do certain objectives to get the certain things. Like, for example, we could probably definitely have at least a nice open space that makes you think, oh, hey, I could definitely get to here. But you can't. No, you can't. You definitely cannot get to there. Don't even try it. It's too big, there's too many enemies, and there's a lot of bull and, dare I say, shite in your way. So you're unlikely to really make your way past there and succeed in what you are trying to succeed in. I want to create like a few little areas here that basically have keys. Alright, grab a key. And you'll see what I have in mind for this soon enough. There's a few things that we can do. For starters, though... Oh, wait, right. That's a good question. How do I want to do this without it being like, what do you call it? Enemies are locked out. Well, let's see. We could make it to where this is blocked off, right? Because I want enemies to be able to go through here. You won't be able to get to here unless you go to here, and then you just follow the enemies. Follow the enemies. It's a good question. Unless the enemies are going in that direction. Never mind, don't follow the enemies, because if you did follow the enemies... So you know, follow the enemy. Enemies are going to go in this direction. This would mean... what we would need... That would be a good idea, right? Let me get the lock in there first, and let me just figure out what would be the path to get into here. There's a lot of spiraling enemies, and you need to, like, follow a specific path, correct? Which is not an easy thing to do when all the enemies are all over the place, covering up so many spots. This one is definitely going to be one of those tricky levels. Tricky in a sense that you just don't know where to go when you get into the level first, and you're kind of like blocked off by some ice paths. I wanted you to go through doing 3 of these, but... Arg, there'd be problems if you did that. Unless I did something like this. And it's like, pick your poison. Doesn't make any sense, really. You see 3 keys, you see 5 locks, and I'm like, oh, I just picked the one closest to here, that's good. And then boom. Aside from that, how do I want to, like, restrict these paths? The only way you can get to here is through here. But I feel like this should be a one-way, so you can't get to there anymore. Even though it doesn't matter. You have no reason to go there anyways. This just cements that. This prevents you from going in that direction first and foremost. So either you're going to try, because the enemies are going to have to go in this direction no matter what. Can't go down, so you're going to have to go around. You need to have a space open though, so that's important. have this go down and open a space there. Go here. Now, this is all in like practice on paper, so I have no clue how this is going to work. This level might suck to try to get past if I do this wrong. I don't know what direction I want the enemies here to be in. I would say maybe we can put this here. Any enemies going in that direction. So that way all you need to do is just follow them, get the key, get out. You got your first key. But now you can't get in there until you go down a specific path. I don't know what that path might be, though. I think I want it to be this path. As far up as it can be. Make it so that the paths you have to go down are pretty much specific. You can go down that direction, depending on where the enemies are moving here. And that's where you branch off and try to move around, or follow the enemies there. And then get up to here. I would say maybe do that. Enemies moving in that direction, so then you follow them. You're going to have to go either, well, yeah, you're going to have to follow these enemies, grab the key. Follow them, get back on the path, follow these guys. Make sure I didn't accidentally move that too far. And, I could lock this area out. So you go down the one path, right? No, wait, now how are we supposed to get back over to there? Yeah, because you can't get over to here from here, nor here, or here. Certainly can't get to here, or here, or here. That might not be lockable. This might be fine, though. So then you go here. Follow the enemy. Yeah. Then wherever the hell you need to go from here, grab the key, then get all the keys, and then boom. Seems simple enough, right? Except it's not at all. Alright. Well, now the idea is where the hell are these enemies going to go? And what direction do I want them to go in first? Do I want them to go clockwise? I would say clockwise first. The real question is how many enemies should we have? I don't feel like we should have like 4. 3 maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so we have a 20. Can I divide that by 3? Wait, hold on. We have 20, which means we have a 22 space. 22 divided by 3 is not going to give us what we need. It's a 776. So I don't think we need to have that. These enemies have to be counterclockwise, just due to the way this is built. Alright, so I guess you guys are going to go up, so that's already good. And then you're going to be number 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't mean for that to be equal. Okay, so I guess you have no choice but to be that. Up, down, go around. Same thing applies to you guys. So I feel like you guys should be here. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. 16, 18. 18 does not divide into 3 properly. What would that be, technically speaking? 9 and 9. 7. No, it wouldn't be 7 because that would be that would end up being what we have with 10. So it would have to be like, would it be 5? Couldn't be 6. Wait. 16, 18, 6. Hold on. Although I don't know if I want to have multiple enemies in that department, but let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. No. Wait, what the hell is my math here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 16. 18. Oh yeah, it's God. The math here is confusing. Technically, it would be 5 then, because 5 and then 1 enemy, which is 6. Then another 5 and 1 enemy, which is okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, no, that is it. That is the solution there. That is how you say the whatchamacallit. Alright, so what direction do the enemies need to be here? I think clockwise makes the most sense for these enemies. How much space do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 24, 26. I don't even know why I'm bothering trying to do math in my head. I could just bring up a calculator here. Nope. Alright, any higher and that's going to be impossible. So I think 2 is fine. As soon as you get into here, we want counterclockwise. Yeah, that's 0. There is no guarantee that the enemies here are going to be on the same pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so another 26. Okay, that's interesting, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, that's interesting. So these guys are following the same pattern, so it's basically the same thing, right? So in that case, then, why don't I move you down here? Maybe. Because that means that you're in that direction. If you're okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Does that mean I want you to be like here or something? No. No, that would mean I would want you to be about like here or so. If you're following the enemy, I mean, if you're following an enemy closely behind, it's probably not going to end up good for you. Okay. Alright, and I wanted these to be clockwise, and this is clockwise, right? Yeah. I have no clue how many we have here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 42. Okay, and I want to have multiple enemies here. So what is 42 divided by, let's see. Oh, 6. Do I want 6 enemies? Do I want 7 enemies? I'm assuming that's 7, right? Then that means I want to have 5 spaces in between? No, 6. It would be 6, right? This is a weird number to go by off of, but I think it would be 6, right? Well, that's definitely not 6. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay, I see. I see now. I steam. But we don't want the... I mean, I guess the finish could be at the edge. I see no reason not to, right? Not on the complete bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Yeah, it's literally in the perfect spot to have the enemies be perfectly in this direction. Okay. I think you guys just gotta be clockwise or counterclockwise. Because I think ideally, as soon as you get to the point where you can go in that direction, you'll want to go immediately in that direction and then follow those. So yeah, this one's clockwise too. How much, though, is the question. I guess we'll find out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 26, 28. I guess technically we could go for 4 here, right? Basically, it's the same size in each one. This would work in giving the middle. I guess that is technically the middle of the level. A very painful outcome. Okay, so I guess you are going to have to be this again. Just due to the way that's built. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wait, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 24, 26 again. It's another one of these, I think. It's fine. We don't need to have multiple in that department. But you, on the other hand, needs to be clockwise. So I think... See, the thing is, do I want to have more? You have to be clockwise. That's the wrong direction. You have to be clockwise. You have no other choice. Just due to the way that's set up, that has to be a solid clockwise. Just want to make sure that didn't accidentally do something stupid. Alright, let's see. Yeah, then as soon as you get into there, you're going to want to go clockwise immediately. So these guys also got to be clockwise. How much, though, is the question. 1, 2, 3, holy shit. I'm going to go this way instead, since there's a lot more breaks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 26 again. Immaculate how I somehow have 26 again. It doesn't really matter. If it lines up, then that means there's a pattern for some of them. Not all of them. I guess that means I want you to be counterclockwise, then. Yeah. Just how much counterclockwise is the question. Let me see. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 32. Well, I already know that divided by 4 is a good old solid 8, which means if I go for the 7, which I think that's a 7, yeah, then that works. So that gives at least 7 going on here. I think that's all the spiraling enemies. Boy. Oh, what a nightmare. I do kind of want that to be more blocky. Everything here is kind of blocky, so I might as well, right? Alright, folks, time to get hypnotized. And figure out where the hell we're supposed to go. Okay, so some of those you can kind of just surpass. We want to get the first key. God, this is... On a small screen like this, it is kind of difficult to keep track of where everything is. It's not impossible, but it is definitely trippy. Okay. Alright, should be good now. Follow, don't hit the enemy. You know, this is actually not as bad as I thought it was going to be. and I think I might have enough speed to get through there. You're fast enough. That was a close one. Whew. You know what? I am actually happy with that. It's a confusing level, yes, but it is an interesting little roundabout. First attempt, too. Yeah, and I know some people are probably going to just constantly die on it. Trial and error at that point, you know. But some of the enemies are lessened, not that many. That was actually quite fun. Just something about, like, going with the flow. Looking at, like, different paths you can go. And then once you find said different path, you take it. And then you find that it actually worked out quite well. Better than you ever expected. I don't think there's anything exploitative in this, right? Because you can't get to this point from here. You can't get this point from here. You can't get to this point from here, nor here. So you kind of just have to go here. You could dodge enemies if you wanted to, but that's not really a reliable mechanic. And it's less of a mechanic and more of a, hey, this is a technical limitation of a game of this caliber. You are able to skip enemies, but boy, is it harder than Dark Souls dodging. So I would probably suggest to not do that. At the very least, you know. Just do the level normally. Unless you're trying to go for a no death, all levels completed playthrough, which is probably going to be a very difficult thing to do in this game. Extremely difficult. It's not tied to any achievements, though, so you don't have to worry about that. But it is still going to be some kind of achievement that is not, how you would say, official. Something that can be unlocked in-game, but not unlocked. Completed in-game, but is not needed for, like, say, a Steam achievement. Or anything like that. Luckily. Alright, first things first, I'm going to put all the ice down. I think I got all that right. I'm working off of probably about 5 hours of sleep, and I'm still going. Still going. Just gotta pay attention to where all of the blue bits are supposed to be. I think now the only thing left is the enemies. Which should be easy. A lot of them are just in corners. Yeah, if we focus on one square at a time, we'll get through all of this quite quickly. But then there's the whole gotta figure out where the hell everything is and if it's in the right spot. This one, well, it's not that hard if you already have the one up there set up. Okay, excluding the player is everything else here. I would say look at each square individually and see if everything there matches. That would probably be the easiest way for us to do that. Look at little bits there, see if they match. They do. They do indeed do. Okay, let's go up here. Yeah, that square looks good. That big square, well, it is complex. It does look good. That other square, that one looks good. The middle square. That one looks good. The biggest square. It seems like it's good, but I can't tell. That looks good. I'm not seeing any discrepancies. Everything looks to be in order. I don't want to stay on this for too long now. I would say this is fine. Yeah. Just generally looking at how everything looks in each square. Alright, if you guys see something, well, you're probably not going to say anything because we are still so damn low on the totem pole, but that's fine because I will still create. And that's who I do be. Doobie dooba, doobie doobie dooba, PNG. Alright, so this is level 26. I already made one of the levels if you have not noticed. Alright, good. I am hoping beyond hope that that is right. I'm just gonna open clues. Alright, and you're right where you need to be, right? Yep, 9 and 1. Okay, good. So now that that's been taken care of, well, I would say first things first, let me go on ahead. Do this. Point apply. Is that good? Looks like it. Now take me to zone 2 materials. We're going ahead, whoops, wrong one. Going ahead and make 26. Boom. Now, let's see. We're going to the grasslands. Looking down. Go open the grid space. Wrong one. Again, wrong one. Grab this thing, you dumbass. That would be 6-2, I believe. Yep, 6-2. Whoops. I forgot about that tidbit. Let me see. Would that cause any issues on the map? You would see that and wonder, why is there an enemy I don't see, which might cause an issue if this is to cause an issue. I can adjust the map a little bit. I think you would still be able to see the enemy when you load in. Alright, let's get rid of you then. You're not needed. You're not needed anymore, apparently. Maybe. Okay, I think everything should be seen then. The last thing that I need to do right now. Map player, follower, main camera, level hub. So what should this level be called? We already got one that's called the roundabout. Follow the leader? Probably. Gives you an idea on how you're going to complete that level, right? Follow. Oops. The leader. Out of the bush. And follow the leader. I imagine these two aren't too bad of levels. For a few obvious reasons. Look at that. Only 3 more left. Ideally, I want to make this one Wednesday and this one Thursday, question mark. And then this one on the next recording. We are so close, though. Alright. So that means this is all that there is, right? I'm going to go on ahead, build it again. Now, progress is being made, nevertheless. And surprisingly, this has only been like 34 minutes, which is great because I got to post something and write a little mini story for something. Which hopefully shouldn't take too long. I'm not going to have enough time to do the next drawing, unfortunately, so it looks like my weight load might have increased to a solid 21.5. Or a 23. And I think my maximum weight load right now is at least around a 30. Might get increased, might get decreased, who the frick knows with this job. I'm uncertain. All I know is that I gotta go through this level Then I gotta go on ahead and do another thing I gotta do. 35 minutes. I don't think there's anything more that I need to like keep track of. Close. I'll just stay here so I know this is what I gotta work with, and also let me just see if anything here looks. I mean, I'll be able to at least see these two. You look relatively clear, so you should be fine in general. Yeah. Save, if I didn't already. Close. This one. Go. I'm not going to worry about closing out anything. Alright. Load. 48 levels. With only 3 left, yeah, there's like 51 levels so far. Follow the leader. Hey, I notice how I don't have that set up yet. Don't even see the mouse. That's because that is temporary. Although I probably could temporarily set it up, right? I don't know if I left too early, but it's fine. Almost just killed myself right there accidentally. It's fine, we're good. Follow the leader. Just follow the leader. And don't... Oh god. I'm not following the leader. I'm falling behind. I'm falling behind even more. I missed my turn. Don't you hate it when you miss your turn? Alright, might be actually a little bit hectic, but it's fine. Okay, we're fine. Just gotta keep following the leader and we'll be golden. I did follow the leader, but I did it wrong. Damn it. I didn't pay attention to that guy. Now I gotta lock the fuck in. Follow the leader. No leaders to follow. Don't follow too closely. Just go immediately. Wait. No need to rush it, but we still need to move. Still need to get our ass moving. Alright. No. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Jesus. This is actually quite stressful when you don't have the path you want to have set out. Oh god. I cornered myself with that one. Alright, never mind. I got this right the first time around, but now I'm flubbing it. The hell did I do differently? That's not following the leader! That's the opposite of following the leader. Okay, it's fine. I'll just wait. No need to rush. God. When they do that and they're so close together, it's so stressful. Alright. This should be fine. Just don't corner myself again and we'll be golden. I cornered myself again. That was the same trap I was putting myself into. Okay, well apparently there's a trap here I didn't realize. That's not good, son. That's not good at all. Okay, so what do I do to evade that trap? Maybe I'm going too fast. I'm following the leaders, but I'm not... I'm going too fast here, is probably the problem. Probably is. I probably should at least wait another cycle, right? Let me just stay here where it's safe and I can pay attention to this guy here. What am I paying attention to again? Oof. Okay. I guess I just got really lucky that one time, huh? Or maybe I'm just not going fast enough. Okay, there we go. Whoa, Jesus Christ. That last stretch there is definitely stressful, and that's even more stressful. Just follow the leader. Yeah, these last two squares. Whew. Like, the rest of the squares aren't that big of an issue, but if you don't get lucky on the last 2 squares, you're screwed. Whew. You can see the enemy hiding back there. That's fine. As long as you see that there's something there. I mean, I guess you can kind of gauge what it looks like just by the way the other enemies react. So yeah, this one looks fine. You can see the blue level over there. I gotta remember that also needs to have the gate lever thing. That's gonna be annoying. And this one also looks fine. Alright, good. That just cost me a few unnecessary deaths. How are my stats looking so far, I wonder? I'm gonna give that a quick check while I'm here. Also, apparently the music library thing isn't saving the selective thing. So that's annoying. 71 deaths, huh? I mean, 48 levels, and a few of those are a pain in the ass. But a decent amount of them can be considered a pain. Let's see. Man, we've been at this save slot for 3 hours. That's just 48 levels right there. 26,327 steps, 1,736 ice steps. Haven't got introduced to Tar yet. Collected 173 keys, unlocked 152 locks. Stepped in poison 2,078 times, been in water for I think that's 8 minutes and 8 seconds. Of course it is. Why would there be milliseconds here? That doesn't make any sense. Killed 297 enemies and covered 197 lava. Which, let me check the achievements real quick. I think I said 1,000 enemies and either 100,000 steps or... Well, I don't have this set up. Get those steps in, and that's what I think not. Yeah, that's a problem. I don't have the achievement system set up yet. It's just there for now until it's set. I think it's 1,000 enemies and 10,000, or not 10,000, 100,000 steps. Jesus. It's always so jarring when that happens. Well, that's it then, folks. We created a level, and I'm tired. I gotta get something else done. So thank y'all for watching today's episode of Game Crafters. Next one, we're gonna be making hopefully the last level of the second zone, and then after that, I'm gonna try to finish up the second zone, get the world map stuff taken care of, and then I'll be working on criteria for an hour instead because I need to get some leeway here. But thank y'all for watching today's episode. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe for more, check out that there playlist, of course. Pshoo! Previous episode of Game Crafters right over here, and the most recent episode of Raft ROTC Edition right over here. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Later.